Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is my 11 DPO pregnancy test day, so I'm going to go ahead and dip that and show you guys the results. And so let me do that first. I'm taking a WANFO test again. It's an early result test and it's supposed to track HCG from 10, the level 10 ml. So let's take that. My period is due in 3 days. You're supposed to dip it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's starting to run through right now. So while that sits, I will show you guys my fertility friend app. Let me take the camera down. So it's still been a really weird cycle. I told you guys yesterday that I was spotting pretty red in the morning, but as the day went by, it kind of tapered off and it went down to like light tan spotting again by the end of the day. And I also had like cramping. I had premenstrual cramps yesterday, but I don't have any today. And this morning, again, I had the deep red spotting, but it's not enough to call it a flow yet. So I'm not going to mark it as the start of my period. I just marked it as spotting again because it's not heavy enough. I mean, I put a pad on just so that I'm not ruining my underwear, but it's not a flow yet. So maybe by the end of the day that will change and it will get heavier. But as for now, I'm just marking it as spotting. And if I need to update it later, I will. So 11 DPO. And then another thing is my temperature went back up. So yesterday it dropped to the cover line, which was 98.3, and then this morning it was 98.5. And I was feeling super warm yesterday too, like last night. Sometimes you can feel the temperature changes happening in your body, and I usually can feel my temp drop before getting my period, and in this case last night I felt it rise. I usually feel like that uncomfortable hot feeling. You can't get comfortable when you're trying to sleep. So I just felt like that yesterday. Now, like I mentioned, this is such a weird cycle because my app actually changed my ovulation date in the middle of my cycle. Originally it said I ovulated one day and then it changed. So if it would have stuck to what it originally said, I would actually be 13 DPO today, and tomorrow my period would be due. But ever since it changed, I am only 11 DPO and my period is not due for 3 days. So it's just a wait and see game. I'm just gonna keep testing until I get my period. I never really have really light periods. I have pretty normal to heavy periods. So I'm still considering this as spotting at the end of the day, and I will continue testing until it's over for sure. Alright, so I think it's been the 5 minutes, so I'm going to try to show you guys the results first. Hopefully I can focus the camera correctly. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at it. I'm not sure if it has finished developing yet. Let me show you. Alright, so there's my 2 tests from the past 2 days. And then the third test. I thought it wasn't done developing because it had pink on the edges. I don't even think you can see it. It has like pink on the top edge, so but it's been 5 minutes, so it should have been developed by now. As for a line, I do not think I'm seeing a line. I think I'm gonna let it dry a little bit more and check it, because I kind of see the pink up here fading a little bit, so I think it just needs more time to develop. But let me check it in maybe another 2 minutes. Alright guys, so I dipped the second one because this first one was really throwing me off. It just dried kind of weird. It dried with pink dye still at the top, and then some started getting caught on the bottom. You can't really see it on the camera though. So I dipped another one just for the sake of triple checking. And the second one I dipped definitely looks negative. And I dipped it with the same cup of urine from this morning. So I'm gonna call today's test negative for sure. And as long as I don't get my full AF, I will be back tomorrow. 12 DPO is tomorrow. So I will be taking my 12 DPO tests and update you guys on what's going on. So thanks again for coming back and watching my video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next videos. And let me know if you have a channel I can subscribe to as well, and I'll be sure to do that. Have a great day.